Good morning, class. Standard 8, Physical Educations. Last time you have seen the playing court and measurements, net height, post, ball. Now, chapter 2, participants. In that, team compositions, location of the team, equipment of the players, forbidden objects. Regarding that, today I'm going to explain you. All are in team. One team called volleyball team. There is a 12 players, one coach, assistant coach, manager, physical trainer, doctor. These all called teams compositions. International level, there is a different version that is not necessary for you, but even though I am telling the national level what is going to come in your exams. Team compositions. A team may consist of up to 12 players, one coach, one assistant coach, one trainer, and one medical doctor. This is called team compositions. For international matches, 14 players and 12 regular players, including 2 libero players, defensive player, that is called libero player. Seniors team may consist maximum 14 players and 12 regular players, that is. For this our normal regular rules and regulations, one of the players other than the libero is the team captain, who shall be indicated on the score sheet. Only the players recorded on the score sheet may enter the court and play in the match. Once the coach and the team captain have signed the score sheet, the recorded player cannot be changed. Once they fill the lineup sheet, which player going to be in the team or which first 6 player going to play in the first match, first set. So he has to write a number, a name, and hand out to the scorer or second referee. Once they are signed and hand over, the registered player cannot be changed. That is, you have to take special substitutions. Next, location of the team. The player not in play should either sit on their team bench or be in their warm-up area. The coach and other team members sit on the bench but may temporarily leave it. The benches for the teams are located besides the scorer's table outside the free zone. There is a free zone drawn. Everything, team bench, scorer tables, both the team benches, warm-up areas, penalty area, everything is marked out of the free area only, free zone area, not inside the playing court. Only the team members are permitted to sit. This is also important. Only the team members are permitted to sit on the bench during match and to participate in the warm-up session. The player not in play may warm up without ball as follows: during play, during interval. What the player should do: without ball, with ball, the warm up. During play in the warm up areas, during timeout and technical timeouts, in the free zone behind their court. During set intervals, players may warm up using balls in the free zone area. Next, equipment. Players' equipment. What they should wear? A player's equipments consist of a jersey, shorts, socks, that means the uniform, and sports shoes. The color and the design for the jerseys, shorts, and socks must be uniform for the team except for the libero. The uniform must be clean, not like Every team means one uniform color, like a school uniform. Everybody is wearing same uniform, same color, same tie, same shoes. Likewise in team also they have to wear uniform. That means some player having disco bunions different from team colors, that is not allowed. Uniforming team uniform colors only you have to wear it. The shoes must be light and pliable with non-marking rubber or composite soles without heels. You cannot have army boot and play on the ground, or spring shoes, high heel shoes. That is not going to permitted. You have to make leather soles with a pliable flat without heels. Next, player's jersey must be number from 1 to 18. In volleyball, there is a number, chess numbers called 1 to 18. Front and back, there is a length and width is their size of number also printed. They have to print the correct size only. It's not a big and small, too small. Number will be 1 to 18 numbers. Not like a basketball. Basketball, they will use 3 to 15. Sorry, 4 to 15 numbers they will use. 1 to 3 they won't use, because there is a various reason for not using 1 to 3 in basketball. When the basketball comes, I will explain you. The number must be placed on the jersey at the center of the front and of the back. The color and brightness of the numbers must contrast with the color and brightness of the jerseys. The number must be a maximum of 15 centimeter in height on the chest, that is front, and a minimum of 20 centimeter in height on the back side. The stripe forming the numbers shall be minimum of 2 centimeter in width. The team captain must have her jersey a stripe of 18 into 2 centimeter underlying the number on the chest. Team captain must wear that stripe to indicate that he is a game captain. It is forbidden to wear uniforms of a color different from that of the other players except for the liberos and or without official numbers. You should not be wear. In volleyball, team players uniform color is different, and libero player, defensive player, he has some specific rules and regulations for him, different uniform from teammates. Next, change of equipments. In case of the jerseys become wet, the cold weather, they want to wear the track suit, depend on climate. This permission the referee will give. First referee will authorize. The first referee may authorize one or more players to play barefoot. Now in the international level, they are not allowed to play barefoot without shoes. For FIV World and official competition, it is forbidden to play barefoot. To change wet or damaged uniforms between sets or after substitutions, provided that color, design and number of new uniforms are the same. If the player want to change the uniform, but it should be same number, same color, same design. It should not be different. To play in training suits in cold weather, provided that they are of the same color and designed for the whole team except for the libero and numbered according to the rule. Next, forbidden objects. Forbidden object means you must not wear like eyeglass, a ring, a brace, bangle type, any substances which cause injury to the other players too. It is forbidden to wear objects which may cause injury or give an artificial advantages to the players. Player may glasses or lenses at their own risk. Next, team leaders. Who's going to be a team leader? Like a cricket, Captain Virat Kohli, Captain Dhoni. This is different test series and one day match and T20 match. The different versions, a different captain will be nominated. Both of the team captains and the coach are responsible for conduct and discipline of their team members. The liberos cannot be the team captain or game captain. Libero player cannot be nominated as a team captain or game captain. He is only defensive player, he will play. That is the rules. Now captain has some duties before the match, during the match, after the match. So during the match, prior to the match, the team captain signs the score sheet and represent his team in the toss. Before match start, both the team captains go for toss to choose the service or side of the court. During the match, while on the court, the team captain is the game captain. When the team captain is not on the court, the coach or the team captain must assign another player on the court, but not the libero player, to assume the role of game captain. This game captain maintains his responsibilities until he is substituted, or that team captain returns to play, or set ends. When the ball is out of play, only game captain is authorized to speak to referees. He is the only person to speak to referee. To ask an explanation on the application of interpretation of the rules, and also to submit the request or questions of his teammates if the game captain does not agree with the explanation of the first referee. She may choose to protest against such a decision and immediately indicates to the first referee that he reserves the right to record an official protest on the score sheet at the end of the match. Any protest he is not agree with the referee, he may go for protest against the decision. You have to write on the score sheet, an official score sheet, at the end of the match. Next, to ask authorizations to change all or part of the equipment, to verify the positions of the teams, to check the floor, the net, the ball, etc. In the absence of the coach, to request timeouts and substitutions. At the end of the match, the team captain, thanks to the referees and sign the score sheet to rectify the outcome. When it has been noticed in due time, to first referee may confirm and record on the score sheet an official protest regarding the first referee's applications or interpretation of the rules. So this is the game captain duties prior to the match, during the match, at the end of the match. This question always will come to your board exams as well as your school exam also. Please remember this for these points. Next, coach duties. Throughout the match, the coach conducts the play of her team from outside the playing court. He selects the starting lineups, their substitutes, and takes timeouts. In these functions, Her contacting official is the second referee. Before the start of the match, he has to fill the lineup sheet and give to first referee or second scorer. You will sit on the team bench area. You will walk up to from free zone, that is end line 2, up to substitution zone. Further, you cannot move there. Prior to the match, before the match, the coach records or checks the names and numbers of the players on the score sheet and then sign it. Signature will put on the score sheet. During the match, prior to the each set, give the second referee or the scorer lineup sheets duly filled and signed, sits on the team bench nearest to the scorer but may leave it, records timeouts and substitutions, may as well as other team members give instructions to the players on the court. The coach may give these instructions while standing or walking with the free zone in front of his team bench from the extension of attack line up to the warm-up area without disturbing or delaying the match. Next, assistant coach. If the teams have, the assistant coach sits on the team bench but has no right to intervene in the match. Should the coach have to leave his team for any reason, including sanction, the assistant coach may, at the request of the game captain and with authorization of the first referee, assume the coach functions for the duration of the absence of the coach. If his name is on the score sheet, team list, he may sit with the team bench, but he cannot talk, he cannot give any instruction to any players if there is a coach. If a coach is not there, he will take as a coach until you will come back. So this is the volleyball team composition, participants details. I will ask in this question, you will follow through. I will send you this copy to you also. See the copies and write the answers. Good morning class, stay safe, stay home.